Shari? Hey? It's been a long-standing dream of mine to be able to exhibit in any kind of venue, literally under Mancunian way, because as Mancunians, we are very proud of doing it our own way, aren't we? Less of me, more of everything else. So, John, thank you.
How come I get this chair? I'll fall off this chair. Okay, so has anybody seen the book yet? Not yet. Where are the books? Where are they? They're all over there, yeah. Okay, so Shari, you said less so far, so I want to know where the idea came from for doing this book, and why have you done a book together? Surely you should be rivals, doing separate books. It seems quite sweet that you've actually shared the book. So tell me all about it, the plan.
Well, we decided to do the book together. We decided to do the book together because we were doing the exhibition together. Yeah, quite a long time ago, we probably were rivals. We've been in the pit many times, side by side, taking pictures, eyeing each other up, thinking, she better not be getting any better pictures than me, and all that business. But as time goes on, I mean, for Karen it's been 20 years now, for me it's been 17 years that we've been doing this. You get your body of work together, there's no competition left, and we look at each other's work and admired it. So we decided to do this together. Karen was very gracious and asked me to come in with her and do it, and I agreed, obviously. And then we thought, right, we'll do a book to commemorate it. And I was already in touch with somebody who emailed me on that score, and I think he's here tonight, Steve from UKG Play, there he is. And he has helped us immensely to put this book together. He's done a beautiful job on it. I think the cover's gorgeous, and the printing quality is gorgeous, and he's just helped us loads. So yeah, we decided to do it together because we both wanted to do a book for a long time. Sometimes it's easier to do things as a team because you can motivate each other and that kind of thing. So yeah, we hope everybody has a look at it and likes it. There's a lot of pictures in the book that are in the exhibition. So yeah, that's fine.
So it's interesting, it's two photographers, two different styles. So, I mean, what would you say is the difference in your style and from Shari's style?
I mean, that's a question and a half, isn't it? I don't think there's a difference in. I don't think there's a difference in the emotion of it, because I think we both shoot from the heart. But I think if we're talking about live photography, I think you probably shoot a bit more close up than I do that on live work, don't you? And I tend to shoot very wide. I like to get more cables in and atmosphere lights and stuff like that. But having said that, you've done that too. I think it's quite close now. And like Shari said, over the years, I looked at Shari as working big time. That's nice, isn't it? I'll have to stand over the other side of the pit now and try and get something different to what she's got. If she's at a pit, you know. And I think I've seen her a couple of times, the odd little smile here and there, and I've sort of gone off onto the other side and tried to get something different. But I don't think there's much in it, to be fair.
Can I flip this question the other way around back to you? What's do you think's difference between your style and Karen's style, if there is a difference?
I think when it comes to the portraiture, Karen, she has definitely got her own style. I'm really, really comfortable with the live stuff and always have been. Kind of wanted from quite early on with the badly drawn boys stuff. When I saw that, took the picture and saw the print that I did, I realised I was trying to do some sort of portraiture, but live portraiture, because I wasn't getting to photograph the people backstage or anything like that. I was just photographing them from the pit, but I didn't always want it to look like it was taken as a live shot. So I tried to get the microphones out of the way, that kind of thing. have a lot of black in the shot. But Karen is really, she excels at the portraiture, and her imagination is amazing. And I think that is the difference in our work. The live stuff is very negligible, but I think the portraiture stuff, Karen can see from some of the shots around. I think that's where the difference is.
I mean, they're both equally great skills, you know, that skill of capturing a moment that defines somebody so perfectly, which this book's full of, and you're half the book. And like you were saying about Karen's portraits, which take a bit more thinking, don't they? It's almost like painting a picture in a sense, but with a camera, or is that just utterly pretentious thing to say?
I do love portraiture, and that comes from my art, my days as a student in secondary school. As it happens, my art teacher is actually here tonight. It's his fault that I learned the importance of portraiture, and it's his fault that I learned the value of it and understood how to put it together. And because at school I was really quite badly bullied, and I was able to produce these images through drawing, and look at the understood. One of the reasons I like ripped up work is because it taught me how to draw rips in paper without actual rips. It's easy to rip it, but I really enjoyed learning how to draw rips. And I gave the girls portraits that I drew of them at school, and it stopped them bullying me. So what I understood from that, was that photography has a really beautiful power to it, and a nice quality of power. I don't mean a power in a controlling, creepy way. I mean a power in the sense that you can transform somebody's life, including your own, for the better. And I think that's probably why, if I do excel in it, which I like, it's nice to say so, because I do think there's far better people at taking portraits than me. But my portraiture comes from my heart, and it comes from a really good place, and I enjoy the pleasure that it gives people, and hope that they understand. Well, I know they get pleasure, as do I. Does that answer? Yeah.
So when you go and do a portrait, do you have an idea of the portrait before you take it? Or do you actually use the room and the light? You know, you go into the space and you sort of do it as you go along, or is it a combination of the two?
I never plan a portrait session. What I enjoy the most, and I like when people book me for a portrait, I'll say, shall we just go around the corner and see what happens? I really like working with available light if possible. I only shoot with a 50mm lens 1.4, and that's the end of it. I can't be bothered carrying around loads of camera gear and all that. I've done all that in the past. I can't be bothered carrying a backache. But you know, John, from your shots, it's very much, I wouldn't say winky because that cheapens it, but I'd say it's very much, it's about feeling. And I shoot portraits on how it's felt. The little walls where the pictures are held up with bricks, that's my idea of a soulful portrait, and that's how I like to shoot. And if people are willing to stand in front of the camera and take a shot like that, then I'm happy to shoot you like that.
And yet, Shari, when you take a picture, it's probably very similar actually, this, but it's in a live situation where everything's very random, anything can happen any moment. But how do you capture that moment? Do you just take loads and loads of pictures and say, that's the one? Or do you actually kind of know the shot before you take the shot?
Both really. It depends. Sometimes it happens that you see the shot, you go with the shot, kind of, even on film when you can't look back at the camera and check it seconds later, you kind of know sometimes that you've got it. Other times, yeah, I've got some contact sheets that have blown up, they're on one of the walls up there. And for instance, with the I Am Clued shot that's blown up quite big, there's a contact sheet corresponding to it further up there where you can see the actual shots that were taken. And I think I took about 8 shots in the cafe. And I think it was actually the first shot that I ended up printing, and that happens a lot. sometimes it's just the first shot, but then you take a few more to make sure. But it just depends. Sometimes you know you've got it, and other times you do fire a few off, and then you just, when you get to it, right, that's the one. Sometimes you get to it and think, I haven't really got anything there, you know, so sometimes you get a few that you can't choose from, so you've got to choose just one.
In the book, so what is your favourite, do you have a favourite photo that you've taken in here?
It's really hard to answer. I don't have one favourite picture. I love every single shot that's in that book and every single shot that's up here. I just love it. They're like the memories, the formed part of my life because I've spent that much time thinking about it and sort of looking at the images over and over again. Some of those pictures are from 17 years ago and they're still looking now. So no, I haven't got a favourite.
Do you have a favourite of one of Karen's shots? It's obviously it's going to be easy to pick somebody else's favourite.
The one of the Prodigy is my favourite one of Karen's book because the composition of it is just so different and it's really high contrast and you just see his eyes and his eyeliner and his half out of the shot and it shouldn't be like that. Everything that we're taught is like supposed to be a certain way, and that just breaks all the rules, and it looks amazing.
And the other way round, what's your favourite one of Shari's? Do you have a favourite one of her shots in the book?
I borrowed the book and have another look. I have. I actually, to be honest, I actually like the front cover of Shari's shot. I'm really into going into little channels and rooting around things, to pardon the expression, but I really like this. It's intriguing, and I want to crawl through there and find out what's going on, and I want to see what he's doing. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? And so I would have that on my wall. And she's also got a Jarvis Cocker in there, which she's gave me anyway, and I really like that too, because I just like that sort of very angelic quality to it. But I think Shari's work in general is very elegant, and which is why she's here with me and why we're here together, because I think her work is fucking brilliant, and that's it. Yeah.
What's the favourites of your shots? Is it one that holds, closer to you of your shots in this book?
My favourite shot I ever took, ever. Well, I've got two favourite shots. One that it wasn't a wing it type shot. It's my Alec Empire one, which is at the back over there, all fucked up, rolled up on black paper and all that lot, and it's been used and hashed up and reused and everything else. Because I actually cried when I took that photograph about 12 or 13 years ago, and because I was being crushed in the pit, and the security guard carried me out. They sat me on the side of the stage. I was shooting on film. It's my second to last shot in the roller film, and I lifted my camera, it was on my knee, and I took it, and it's full frame, and I think it's the most perfect live shot, even if I say so myself, that anybody can probably take. My most favourite portrait that I've ever taken, on that column over there, of Mary. And can I just talk a little bit about that shot? That shot was taken at my old council house that I grew up in the 70s in. Now, there's a caption on the bottom of it, and the reason I took Mary Joanna back, because she's so cool, and I knew she'd capture how I would like to look, first of all, which I don't, but I wish I did. And secondly, if I stood at my old front door, I'd have a fag out getting out of my mouth and I'd say, fuck you. Because we grew up in the 70s. On the right side of us was thieves and robbers, and on the left side of us was drug dealers, and my mum and dad were in the Salvation Army, and living on that rough council estate in North Manchester taught us everything we needed to know to survive just about anything. And that's why that's my favourite ever shot that I ever took, because it's biographical. Yeah.
It is a great shot. So, kind of getting towards the end of this, wrapping up, do you think Manchester is a particularly great city for being a music photographer in? I mean, obviously the musical history is great, the current scene is great, there's probably more venues in the city than there's ever been before. So as a photographer, it's just a great backdrop, a great city to be working in.
Yeah, I mean, when I started the band photography, I was living in Sheffield, and I lived there for 10 years. Woo! Sheffield! The Lead Mill. And yeah, that's where I honed the skills at the Lead Mill, my favourite venue in the country. But I would travel back home to Manchester for a lot of gigs, because there are some bands who don't put Sheffield on the list, when they're touring. So when I moved back home, obviously I've got everything here that I need. So many different venues, so many different bands, the local scene, touring bands. And there's just there's that vibe in Manchester, there always has been. So, yeah, it's a great place to be if you're a band photographer. I mean, there's probably more band photographers now than there's ever been. So sometimes it's a bit of a crush, when you go down there. But you get hardened to it. Elbows, you end up with lenses being knocked in your head, you get in somebody's way, whatever. But that's all part of it. So, yeah, Manchester's quite a good place.
All the ridiculous restrictions and amount of time to take a shot really piss you off. You get one song to take a photograph, don't you? It's utterly stupid rules. Is that frustrating for a photographer?
It's frustrating sometimes. The general rule for live photography is 3 songs, and you can't use flash. So we don't bother with flash anyway, so that doesn't bother us. But the 3 songs, you are restricted. It's probably for the best when you're using film, because otherwise you'd use about 10 rolls during the whole gig. But sometimes it's towards the end of the gig where you will get better shots when everybody's warmed up and that kind of thing. But yeah, sometimes the rules around photography, when you go somewhere like, say, the arena, and you herded into a pit, you herded in, and then you kicked out of the venue and kind of treated like parasites in a way, treated as though, everybody, the band and everybody was doing you a huge favour. It's not usually the band, it's some of the people around and doing the PR system or the venues, and they have this kind of idea that photographers are parasites, and it's kind of not true. So yeah, it can be a little bit annoying when you're treated in that way, but I suppose there has to be boundaries in place, otherwise everything would just be crazy exercise.
The photographer is parasite?
Aren't we? We're not treated very well. But you have to just have to sort of man up, don't you? Grow some, get over it, get over yourself, and move on. It doesn't bother me what people think of me. I don't care. All I know is if a band doesn't want me to photograph, there's another band that will, and I'm not bothered. And that's the end of it. Because those that don't want me to photograph them. Yeah, exactly, yeah. There's always going to be somebody that wants to you want to photograph, and there's always going to be somebody that wants you to photograph them, and there's always going to be people that don't. Luckily, we've been fortunate, haven't we, Shari? And like your gigs, there's some venues that might be, some bands that you support, some don't, some you want, whatever. It doesn't matter, it's any creative process, any part of your life. Somebody wants you, somebody don't, and that's the end of it. But grow some balls, and deal with it, and get over it, and move on, and man up. That's it.
Okay, so we've got time for 2 questions from the audience. Everyone's freezing on. Why is this on in February? And this is a brilliant night, but it's bloody cold, isn't it? Even though it's a nice day today. So 2 questions. Anybody got a question? It's not a question, that's a statement. All right, 1 question is like a reverse auction. Anybody dare to do a question?
Hi, this is for Karen. How was it touring with Robbie Williams back in the mid-noughties? Any interesting stories to tell? Because one of your photos has always been one of my favourites, where he's sort of all over the place on the stage.
Shall I stand up for this one? Because can I just say that I have never lived it down touring with Robbie Williams. when I got the job to, and I'll tell you, let me just tell you how I got that job. Yeah, I took a shot of Pete Doherty, and they liked it, and they said to me, "There's three criteria to shoot Robbie. The first one was you've got to love what you're doing." I went, "Absolutely." The second was you've got to love Elvis. I said, "Absolutely." The third one, you've got to love Robbie. They said, "You've got to like Robbie." And I said, "Well, I can do for 4 months." So I pretended to like him. So they said, so before every show, he prayed to Elvis for guidance. And after every show, I said to him, "He didn't answer your prayers then, did he?" But all that aside, secrets, you never kiss and tell. Although one day I did have a gold top on, and it had paint sort of right across my tits, yeah? So, and he was walking down, we were underneath one of the arenas, and he was walking down, and he was in his cocky little walk like that, and he had his hands in his pockets, and he was looking around, and this, that, and the other. And he saw me, and he got his hand, I have to act it out. I have to do it with one hand, he did it with two. And he was like that with his hand, and he was like, and he's walking towards me, and I stood there, and I thought, yeah, go on then, go on, bring it on, you know. And his hands were doing that, and this is no joke. His hands, he'd seen the gold paint, right, you know, and his hand, and he was doing that, literally, like that. And I went, Rick, come on. And then the other story was, this was at the Amsterdam Arena, and he'd crawled down on the stage, and I was literally at the foot of the stage, and he was lying on one side, and and I thought he was just about to give me a kiss, and I thought, not that I wanted to snog Robbie, but I wanted him to snog me only because I wanted all the other photographers to take a picture, so I'd be like, yeah, I was famous then, wasn't I? You know what I mean? But he backed out, he chickened out really, so that's my story, that's all I can say about Robbie Williams.
Does that answer your question? And then someone in the crowd gave me a little present to give to you. So, have you ever taken a photograph of the audience with a chocolate camera? Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's our evening's host. I hope you have a good night tonight. Don't forget to get a pic on the way out.